Product disclaimer. The Iteracare blower is not a medical device, and the manufacturer does not provide medical advice. Users understand that the device is not intended for medical or diagnostic purposes. Its use should not replace reliance on medical treatment or advice from a qualified healthcare provider. A true leader knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Welcome to Knowing Your Business series.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Are you all excited to learn about the seven wonders? All right. My name again is May Advincula. And I am very much privileged to be your presenter for today for a very wonderful product of Prive International, which not everyone knows about it yet. But hopefully, after this episode, everyone will be having the seven wonders. All right. So now I'm going to read first this medical disclaimer. All right. So the information provided is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Let's take a look at what we consume every day and what we are exposed in our everyday life. So as you can see here, all these things that you can find in the racks of the grocery stores, and yeah, even in our houses, we have all the food that is being filled with all these preservatives and all these additives that can be the food can be enticing and more appetizing to look at, but as you can see, there's really a lot of bad substances in there. Even the vegetables and fruits that we are taking, there's really a lot of preservatives nowadays and pesticides in order for the farmers to really have this good harvest, correct? And even the animal industry and the poultry, there's a lot of vitamins that they inject together with all their chickens and pigs and all this cows, so that they can grow faster and bigger, so that they can sell and have a good business there. So every day we are all bombarded with this, especially this if you are residing in the metro, where air pollution is really high. And even in our very home, we cannot prevent the pollution because of the EMF that is surrounding us. So these are the things that is living with us every day. We are all surrounded by these things, and we are all exposed to these things. All right, so because of that, our body is crying out for help. We can help our body to stay healthy by drinking good quality water. In fact, we cannot really survive without water. 60 to 70% of the adult body is water, and even babies are more. We are like potatoes. When we were born, um, we are more wet. But as we grow older, we turn to, we dry up. All right. So when it comes to maintaining your health, of course, we all make the choices. A choice generally driven by facts. Sometimes a choice is made not relying on facts, but because simply it has to be that way. You cannot just live without making that choice. I'm talking about the water itself, because you cannot get by every day without drinking water, even for a few hours. And well, this is all true for living things, correct? All right. So now, did you need someone to educate you on the benefits of the drinking water before you drink? No, right? All right. Because you already know that water is good for you. And water is a basic need. That's why we don't need to convince everyone, or we don't need to be convinced ourselves to take or to drink water. So, what if I share to you that there can be a better water to drink? Well, that will not only be there to cover your thirst, but can give you the health benefits as well. All right. So, I'd like to welcome you to the revolution of the drinking water, wherein we try to educate people from drinking normal water to drinking functional water. What is this functional water, May? All right, so this functional water is the type of water that belongs to, of course, non-alcoholic beverage category. And this is a water type that offers additional health benefit and other functional benefit. It is enhanced by supplemental ingredients like aquaceuticals, vitamins, minerals, acids, herbs, and raw fruits, even vegetables. All right. So that is called functional water. All right. So we can hear that there are many miracle water sites all over the world. So I will be just citing four of them. One is in Lourdes, France, and one is in Lacute El Bajo, Mexico. One is in Nardino, Germany, and one is in Nadana, India. All right. So there are several miracle water sites in the world where thousands of people really flock there every time just to receive healing from this drinking water. And it has been reported that this water, the water there in the water sites, have this dissolved hydrogen in there. All right. So, what about this dissolved hydrogen? All right. So, the advantage of this dissolved hydrogen over other water is that hydrogen water was discovered by scientists and not invented by them. All right. So, that's clear. The hydrogen water was discovered by scientists and not invented by scientists. All right. So, there are three methods of producing hydrogen water. So number one is the metal magnesium. I am not going to discuss about that. And the number two is electrolysis technology, wherein they use electricity. And number three, which is that is about the seven wonders, is it comes from natural minerals. All right. So this is very interesting. All right. So what kind of water is in the natural minerals? As I've mentioned, it is dissolved hydrogen. All right. So hydrogen is the most abundantly found chemical element in the universe, which is present in all bodily fluids. So nasa katawan natin, allowing the toxins and waste to be transported and eliminated. All right. So with the help of hydrogen, your joints in your body remain lubricated and able to perform their functions. Grabe, ang galing. All right. Why do we need hydrogen? First of all, because of the presence of these free radicals. So what are these, May? All right, so free radicals, well, in chemistry, a free radical is an atom, a molecule, or an ion that has at least one unpaired electron. So for those of you who can remember chemistry class, do you still can remember this? All right, so with some exceptions, these unpaired electrons make radical highly chemically reactive substances in our body, and that they destroy everything in the human body, including your cell membrane, your proteins, your DNA. It can mutate genes, and even it can cause serious consequences. All right. So hydrogen as an antioxidant has the potential to treat tumor diseases as well as reduce the rapid elements of free radicals in the human body so that the cells can be repaired. All right, ang galing ng hydrogen. All right, so what is the significance of hydrogen in our body? All right, so molecular hydrogen, as mentioned earlier, is a very potent or powerful antioxidant. All right, you can absorb this hydrogen in three ways. All right, it can be inhaled. That's number one. You can drink hydrogen-rich water. You can take number three. You can take hydrogen saline solutions. or injections. All right. The three methods, of course, have different applications. For end consumers like us, drinking hydrogen-rich water is the most recommended, as hydrogen water generators nowadays have become relatively cheap, actually really cheap, and one need not to go to the hospital to, to take injections and even inhale hydrogen gas. All right. So ang ganda ng hydrogen kasi it is very small, all right? Because of its size, hydrogen can penetrate every cell in the human body. And of course, clinical studies have shown that hydrogen is a miraculous antioxidant, better than vitamin C and vitamin E. So for those who are taking this, drip, the glutathione drip, and even vitamin C drip, and even those who are taking the teas or drinking it every day because of the catechins, you just need to drink hydrogen water because the size of the molecular hydrogen is even better. That is around 75 times more than or less than the size of vitamin C. That means the penetration in your cells are better, if you are going to drink hydrogen water. All right. So, being said, what are the benefits of hydrogen water in the human body? All right. So, hydrogen exerts the so-called biological effects on nearly all our organ systems, sa buong katawan natin. It has antioxidative, anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, grabe ang galing, and it contributes to the regulation of autophagy or cellular death. Yung autophagy, ano ba yon? Okay, autophagy is a process in which a cell breaks down and destroy the old, the damaged, or abnormal proteins in the cytoplasm. That means inside the cell. Para magkaroon ng recycling. So these recycled so-called cells or breakdown na cells, these are all important for the function, especially during the periods of stress and starvation. Kung na-stress ka or nagugutom ka, 'di ba? So your cells destroy itself, the old cells, and it can be used up to make other functions. All right. So because of that happening in our body, the benefits in the end, the hydrogen in our body, it promotes brain health, prevents neurodegenerative disorders, reduce anxiety and mood disorders. It prevents metabolic syndrome. It lowers blood sugar, cholesterol, and triglycerides. Anti-inflammatory. It whitens the skin. It makes your skin healthy and helps you in the slimming. Naka-highlight slimming. All right. So there is also an increase in stamina. You have improved energy and performance, prevent and suppress cancer, and improve the quality of life of those cancer patients. Increase oxygen levels in our body, thus enhance immunity and improve sleep quality. Actually, there's more. If I am going to mention each and every one of the benefits of the hydrogen water, I think we need about 3 hours. But you can look up at the PubMed because there are around 700 studies on the therapeutic effects of hydrogen. And I was very happy on my research because everything is pointing out on a positive results of hydrogen water in our body. Ang ganda. So to summarize it, these are all the benefits. Maybe you can take a screenshot if you want because you yourself might be needing the benefits of the hydrogen water. All right, it's very promising. All right, so one benefit of this Seven Wonders water is that it has the small water molecule size. All right, so what is this? So this small molecule size, it is called the nuclear magnetic resonance, and it is measured in hertz. Diba? Parang IteraCare hertz. Okay, so all right, so the small water molecule have strong water activity because of its strong penetrating power. Tandaan nyo ha, strong penetrating power, tension, and solvency. Madali siyang madissolve. All right, so when small molecules of water enter your body, they can penetrate into human cells to provide nutrients, to cells, improve microcirculation, and promote metabolism. All right. So for water to be considered as small molecule, the size of the nuclear magnetic resonance value should be 80 hertz. All right. So if you can see here on the chart here, you can see that the 80 hertz starts with the spring water, village water, glacier water, alkaline water, deep ocean water, and live water type. However, not every day we can have these types of water because why? Because we are living here in the city. This water you can only find if you are going to live where? In the mountains where nature is. So doon tayo titira, but that is very impossible for us. We live here in the city, all right? So yun na, please remember that value, 80 hertz. All right, so what is the significance of that? If the water molecule structure is small, your water can easily pass through the aquaphorins, or the aquaphorins are called the water gates or the water channels. These are water channel protein that mainly regulates the entrance or the exchange of intracellular and extracellular water flow. So sila yung gatekeeper. So if your water is small, it can easily pass through. Walang problema, kasha. But if your water is big in molecule size, definitely your water cannot be really hydrating at all. Kasi hindi sila makakapasok inside the cell. All right. So another benefit, another feature of the Seven Wonders water is that the oxidation reduction potential. What is this? Oxidation reduction potential, or the ORP in short. All right, this measures the ability of your water to clean itself or break down waste products such as contaminants, the dead plants and animals in your water, right? Because you can see all the dams, they are open, they are not really clean. So the ORP is very important. When the ORP is high, there's lots of oxygen present in the water. That means it is polluted. Madumi, all right. So a negative ORP in the water indicates that the water is safe and thus it is a healthy water. So the more negative the ORP of our water, the more antioxidizing the water, and it has many benefits in your overall health. So mas maganda, mas negative. So in this chart, we have cited some examples. Our water, the normal water that we are drinking, nasa positive side siya, 250 to 300 ang ORP value, you can see. So that's not really good at all. But of course, we can take it inside our body. In fact, we can tolerate to drink, sodas, Coca-Cola, and all this stuff, right? But of course, if we're going to the healthy side, we must be drinking a water with an ORP value of negative. So you can see some examples here. Green tea is negative 100 ORP. The vegetables, cod liver oil is 350. The water from those electrolysis, ito yung mga hydrogen water coming from the electrically produced hydrogen. And of course, our Seven Wonders water, we are producing a negative ORP in our water. So, right. So later on, you will be appreciating that. So just remember these values. All right. So, trivia. If you're going to drink water from this, so it's 1.5. So that means this bottle is around 350 ml. So if you're going to drink, that means it's around four servings of this. So it's 1.5 liters hydrogen water per day. It's like you are eating all these fruits and vegetables, which is very rich in beta carotene, in vitamin C and all. Just 1.5 liters every day. So if you are taking in this kinds of fruits and vegetables, it's very healthy, correct? But of course, can you see that? Pag nilakihan nyo, you have to eat 500 apples, 38 carrots, and 766 bananas in order for you to get this. But with 1.5 liters of Seven Wonders every day, your diet will be completed. Kumbaga, it will really fulfill whatever is lacking in your diet. So it's really amazing. All right. So for those who don't know, this is how Seven Wonders bottle look like. This is the flask. It is made up of food grade shell, and yeah, only only on my research I found out that this has function. I thought it was a design. This one in the middle, that is a pressure reducing bulb, and yeah, the best part of the Seven Wonders water flask is the cartridge, which contains the core mineral contents. All right. So here, this is the life of our Seven Wonders water. All right. Because inside there, it contains a mineral composite which contains a patented hydrogen-rich particles, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, zinc, metasilicic acid, and other trace minerals without you needing electricity. So it's very nice, right? You can have all the benefits without plugging into the corriente. Diba? You can bring it anywhere since this is very, very handy. It's very small. All right. So it can just fit in your bag. All right. And ayan, I almost opened the core mineral content. And luckily, I found someone who shared me a photo of what is inside. All right, so this is how it looks like inside. It's like little stones, black stones that produces hydrogen very efficiently. They are long lasting. That's why sometimes for 1 year, it has still, all this stones inside, and it is hard, no peculiar smell, and it has the function of purifying the water quality. All right, it continuously produce hydrogen with concentration of 1,500 parts per billion. So it can produce ORP ranging from 0 to negative 800. It produces alkaline water with a pH of about 8.5. It produces mineral water which can dissolve calcium, magnesium, selenium, strontium, and other trace elements. And yeah, this water produce small water molecule which is easily absorbed by the human body. All right, this is not only a presentation. Later on, we are going to show you some proof that this small thing can really generate this. Third is asking bakit nakabaligtad, why this is turned upside down. Okay, because if it is like this and there is still water left inside the cartridge, it will continuously produce hydrogen. So the moment you open, you will hear a small pop because it's because of the gas, right? So you don't want to waste the oxygen. Oh, no, the hydrogen gas there. So you need to turn this upside down so that the core minerals will be dried up so that it will stop producing hydrogen. So it will be ready for your next drinking. All right. So that is the purpose of turning that upside down. All right. So these are the wonderful benefits of the seven wonders. All right. So there's really a lot more than this, but these are the main features of our Seven Wonders water. So how can you get the benefits of this ones that are listed here? All right. Of course, you can craft any type of water in your Seven Wonders. You can use room temperature water, you can use warm water, you can use hot water. So just take note that if you're going to use hot water, the values of the hydrogen gas that will be released in your seven wonders will be 30% more. But if you use room temperature or warm water, which is warm is recommended for use, so that you can get the maximum benefit. All right. So you can use warm water. All right. And this type of water is very good to take early in the morning when your stomach is not full. If on empty stomach. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, brew your water for 3 minutes and then drink it. That's the best time because when your tummy is empty, It will not interfere in the digestion. Remember, we have our own acid in our stomach, right, for our digestive processes, because it will be less, the effect will be less if you're going to drink this with meals, because of course your stomach will automatically or continuously work, and it releases the normal acid that we have in our body. All right, so better that you drink on an empty stomach. All right. All right, so you can put, as I've said, any type of water inside the seven wonders, and after 3 minutes, you already have the functional water. All right. So again, the functional water is a type of water that is not only to cater your thirst, but to give the health benefits that you need. And one bottle of seven wonders is equals to 6 glasses, is equals to drinking 6 glasses of clean water. So why I said so? All right, because of the small molecular value of the hydrogen in your water. Remember, mas maliit, mas nakaka-penetrate sa cells. So that can be more hydrating. So even for just one bottle of seven wonders. All right. So the minerals inside is odorless, non-irritating odor, and also colorless. So parang wala, as if you are drinking your good old water type. All right. So we also have these molecules in our body. About 99% actually of the mass of your body is made up of these 6 elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus. 6 of that, that's the main. However, we have this 0.85%, which is composed of these 5 elements: potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. But there's a but there. So, di ba, mas maliit siyang percentage. But all these 11 elements, they are necessary for life. So, di ba, when you go to the laboratory, if you're not feeling good, they will request you for a laboratory test. Okay, ma'am, your potassium went down, or your sodium is very high, like your magnesium is very lacking, things like that, because there should be a balance in these minerals. Everything, all these 11 is very vital for the human life, and any imbalance in all these elements can negatively affect the vital functions of your body system. All right, so normally we run these tests like the ORP test and the pH test. We also have the antioxidant test, the small molecule test, the hydrogen concentration test, and also I'm very much surprised that we have this documentations. I'm very lucky to have found this documents. We have testing and certification for corporate standards, the SGS report, and all this heavy metal thing. So everything is well documented. We have the test reports, and we have more than 30 product test reports, such as the one done in Fudan University test. So it's very small. I cannot read that to you, but if should you need the copy, we will be asking for the help of the HQ. All right. We also have 7. I'm surprised here. 7 national patent for the 7 wonders. Galing. Grabe. And of course, the corporate qualification of the manufacturer, they are really good because they have 115 enterprise standards. And this was the very good part when I have this research, because there is a professional test report, the small molecular size, yung small molecule water. Kasi remember kanina what we said, it should be 80 hertz so that it can be considered a small water molecule, correct? So with this test, they proved that 7 wonders, the size of the water molecule is 45 hertz. Diba? Ang ganda ng size. So remember what I told you a while ago, in order for that to be categorized, diba? 80 hertz and below. So with the certification test, it is 45 hertz, then it is truly on a deep cellular hydration benefit. 'Di ba? Talagang pag uminom ka ng Seven Wonders, it will go inside your cells. Ang galing. All right. So we also have this, just like our Itera Care, the letter of authority of from the manufacturer to PRIVE to authorize for a global distribution of Seven Wonders. I cannot read because it is in Chinese, but you can see there the word PRIVE International. All right. Okay, so I just like to compare our Seven Wonders to the other hydrogen bottle that is available in the market. All right, so these tests are done together with other brands that offer hydrogen through electrolysis. Sabi ko nga, with the use of kuryente, with the use of electricity. Seven Wonders water comes from natural source. That's one. No electricity required. Any bottled water can be used. Of course, if your tap water is potable, that means you can drink your tap water. Well, you can use that also in your Seven Wonders. And also the water temperature, you can use any from room temperature to warm to hot water, pwede. It produces small water molecule. And lastly, the hydrogen concentration is around 800 to 1,500 parts per billion. That means it's very rich also in minerals. Grabe, because other water bottles there in the market is not really giving you this parts per billion, this much of hydrogen. Later on, you can see and you'll get surprised. You will be surprised because I myself was like, wow, ang galing. Because it's not even 1,500, it's more. All right. So you can have an enhanced Seven Wonders water by, of course, blowing your water with Itera Care. All right. So by blowing terahertz frequency on your Seven Wonders, the water becomes energized and it may help the cells in our body to function efficiently. Syempre, di ba, we are structuring the size of the water there. Eh, ang function nito is mag-produce pa ng small water molecule. So, di ba, it can be a better water for us to drink. I'd like to request to please pay attention on the screen because this is the test that I have done. This is a personal test that I ran. So I want you all to see. Okay.
Now, what I am going to show you is the hydrogen, the dissolved hydrogen is part of it. There's two water samples, right? So I have here the normal mineral water that we drink every day, and also the water comes from the Seven Wonders water that we have put a few minutes ago, all right? So now I'm going to pour this water coming from the sample, okay? And then also the water coming from the Seven Wonders water. Okay, so we will see what's the hydrogen, the dissolved hydrogen reading using this meter. All right. So for this one, you can see it's reading at 0. This is the normal mineral water that my family, drink every day. But if we transfer this tester to our, all right, our mineral water, you can see a radical change in the numbers there. Wow. Wow, amazing, amazing. The dissolved hydrogen content for this Seven Wonders water is reading at 2,600. Let me see. All right, now 2,700, 2,800. Wow, our Seven Wonders water normally have the hydrogen, the dissolved hydrogen concentration at 800 to 1,500. Now, using the same water that we previously poured a while ago, we are going to measure for the oxygen reduction potential, or the ORP. It is said that the higher the ORP, the more contaminated the water, but when your ORP reads at negative, and the more negative it is, then that means the water is less contaminated and it is beneficial for human consumption. All right, so let's try again. All right, so using the same tester, I am going to measure now the ORP, and that is measured in millivolts. All right, so you can see here MV, it says MV there. All right, so first is the water coming from our normal source. All right, so from here you can see the reading is positive. All right, so let's give it a few minutes to read. But yeah, it's positive. This is the normal mineral water that our family drinks. All right, so you can see it's positive 180. There, even heating 200. All right, so that's the mineral water, the normal one. And then now I'm going to transfer the tester to our Seven Wonders water. Let's see how is the reading for the ORP. Wow, amazing. It's already negative. You can see there. All right. Wow, okay, that means the water coming from the Seven Wonders, it's giving us the negative reading, thus it is more beneficial for the human health, all right? However, if you do not have a tester like this at home, you can always check the pH level of the water using a reagent for the pH like this. All right, so it shows you also the color difference. All right, so let's see. Well, this one is too much water, so let me just, all right. So we'll put 2 drops, 2 to 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. All right. So you can see the water is a little bit yellowish. Let me show you further. Okay, there. And for the Seven Wonders, all right. So it will be easier for you to see. I'll just pour 1, 2, 3 drops. Just the same 3 drops each water samples, and you can see the difference. All right. So here in the tester, you can see the more it's yellow or orangey, it's acidic, and you can see if it turns it blue or a bit purple, that's alkaline. All right. So you can have a comparison here. It's very, very visible. All right. You can see the water there. All right. Can you see the difference? So this one is the normal mineral water, and this is the water coming from the Seven Wonders. All right, so at this point, what we are going to test is the presence of the minerals coming from the water samples that we have, all right, using our conductive pen. All right, so this pen is detecting, it will light up if it detects minerals in the water samples. All right, so let's see. Now I'm going to pour again water samples. This is the normal water again coming from the grocery rack that we always buy and give to our family. And then this is the water coming from the Seven Wonders. Let's see if there is minerals present. All right, so let's check first for the mineral content for the normal water. All right, by the way, I'm using distilled water. All right, see, it's not lighting up, so that means there's no chemical in it, no mineral in it. So no mineral content. All right. All right, now let's try to see if there are minerals to be detected in the water coming from the Seven Wonders. Can you see that? All right. All right. So again, let's try. I'm going to try it. This is off. There's no light. And then we'll try to put again. Can you see that? It's lighting up. That means our Seven Wonders water contains minerals in the core filter, in the cartridge. All right, so there, it's lighting up. Again, let's try again. So off, on. All right, and then let's try again the normal water. Yeah, it's not lighting up, so there's no minerals. All right, so nice. By the way, I am using the same water sample. This same water I just poured in our Seven Wonders water. So now you can easily make the mineralized water, like water coming, water that you bought in the groceries, pour it in the Seven Wonders, and instantly, in just 3 minutes, you have your mineral water with you. Now, what I am going to show you is
Okay. All right. So, what are we going to do? How to clean and maintain your seven wonders water? All right. So those are the questions normally for those people who already have the seven wonders. All right. So for the first time users of Seven Wonders, you just need to clean this with water. You just fill this up with water and just shake it vigorously. Do that for 3 times. And of course, you need to throw the water, ha? Don't drink it yet. So you need to do that 3 times. If you think na medyo malabo pa yung water, you just rinse it again. All right. And to maintain, the maintenance is the issue here. So normally people are asking, when are we going to remove or replace the cartridge? It's in 90 days, every 3 months. But if you are using your Seven Wonders in a 2-liter capacity, like you are using the Seven Wonders 6 times a day. So in 3 months, you need to replace that. Or, syempre, we need to be economical. You can see that sometimes there are present of small bubbles going up here. Makikita nyo siya, umaakyat mula dun sa core. So if you don't see any more bubbles, then that is the time to replace the cartridge. All right. So that is how we maintain the seven wonders. All right. So why quality water or functional water is important? Of course, just like the other water, the oxygen water, and all the water that we normally drink, water is required to keep our bodies healthy and the organ system in good shape, which is important for proper functioning and to keep a normal temperature in our body, lubricate and cushion our joints, protect your spinal cord, etc. All right. And it is impossible for human to survive and sustain without water. All right. So the water you drink matters. All right. And to close my presentation, of course, none of the above that we presented to you suggests that hydrogen-rich water is perfect remedy for anything, because it is not, all right? And also, it is not intended to be a remedy either, all right? It is intended to be something healthier than drinking your plain old water. Now you know why you need to shift to drinking functional water. At least, diba? Now you know why. So really, I really appreciate the Seven Wonders. And thank you very much, WeCare Academy, for giving me this opportunity to share. And right, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope everyone learned something from me today.